Hey guys, Churcher here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about a new scan that's surfaced recently in the past month. It's containing the new Galaxy element. Now guys, if you don't know what the Galaxy element is, I'll go ahead and show you. But it's basically another element on any type of weapon or any elemented weapon that stacks over, kind of looks like energy, but the Galaxy skin combined. Now players who convince you that they have this element on their weapon are lying. It is a hero perk. It's not actually. No, it's not actually anything too special at all. It's just a perk that you get on a hero with this Rook hero. Now guys, if you're wondering how I've got this hero, last season there was weekly horde challenges in Horde Bash. And basically, once you've completed like these weekly horde challenges, they rewarded you with certain rewards. Now guys, I completed every single weekly challenge, got every single possible reward. That is why I have this hero, also Redline Ramirez, with the 3,000 gold, and also the other things they were offering. Now, the first week was terrible because they only gave you out weapons, and obviously I had all the weapons in that event, so we're not going to talk about that one. For the majority of the things that we're going to be talking about now is obviously this hero, and we're going to be talking about different hero classes, subclasses, and also why you guys should be collecting heroes no matter what. Alright, so to begin with, we're going to be talking about this new scamming method, and to begin with, I'm just going to go ahead and go into my Twine Peaks Storm Shield, just so I can show you guys, obviously, what I'm on about right now.
Ready to expand again.
So, if you guys take a look at the front of my Gravedigger, it now has this Galaxy weird looking element. And I do it with my Dambuster. All I've got to do is phase shift, and it does have a slight effect on the weapon. I'll do it on my Siege Breaker as well. And it basically is, it kind of looks like a Galaxy element, but it's not, does not stick to the weapon, guys. As soon as you drop the weapon and pick it up, so look, drop the weapon, pick it up, and re-equip it, the element is gone. Now guys, people try to scam me. They can do this on any weapon, so I could pick up a power level 26 Gravedigger, and I've got this weapon for this example. So this is a power level 26, and even if it didn't have an element on it, even if it was power level 20, you could still do this. It just gets the element on it. The only thing that's required is a power level 82 Rook. If you have this hero, go ahead guys and level her up. Her ability is pretty fascinating. When you fire it, if I go ahead and show you guys now, the spectral essence decides to phase through, and it'll shoot out and deals like an extra percentage of damage or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if I can actually go ahead and take a look at it here. But it has got Ragnarok, Seismic Impacts, 3 phase shifts, and Teddy. She does make out for a pretty decent Outlander, but I would not recommend using her unless you were basically going to be doing it for this, or if you really like using that element. So overall, she's a pretty good Outlander though, so I'll give you that. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the item shop. Now I haven't really gone over the item shop, and I should have. I did briefly, but there are some heroes in the item shop that I believe need more, they need more attention than what I gave them. If you guys have some of these heroes, I highly recommend you use them. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and look at some of the heroes I own, and obviously the hero that I haven't bought yet in the item shop, which I will buy, but I'm holding myself for that. Sorry guys, I've got a bit of a cold. So what we're gonna do is have a look at the item shop, and obviously there's one hero I haven't bought yet, and there's a reason for that. Quick Draw Calamity. Alright, she is a new soldier. Not sure what subtype she is, it doesn't really say, but she has lefty and righty, she has 6 shooter and everything else. She's a good hero. Oh my god, I keep sneezing like crazy. Alright. And Bloodfinder AC. Now I bought this guy because he's a Pathfinder, one of the best Outlanders you can get in the game, farming. So make sure you guys get that. He was last year's hero as well. But Quick Draw Calamity I'm not going to buy it until they release a pistol that I'm happy with using, instead of something like a Lawbringer or something like that. This is a hand cannon basically, but I really would like them to bring out the 6-shooter and the crossbow from BR. It's not very hard to port it over to Save the World at all. They just need to re-roll the weapon and stick it in the game. It's really not difficult. But the only reason I haven't bought this hero, guys, is because obviously there is no good pistol out there for her. Yes, the first 6 bullets in a magazine deal extra damage, but most pistols that players own have about 20 to 30 clips in it. Now the 6-shooter, if they release it, only has 6 shots in it, which merge perfectly with this hero, be the perfect weapon for her, and that will make her amazing. But right now, I'm not getting her. Her skills, she just has explosive rounds, just like Raven, which just gives me another reason not to get her right now. Speaking of heroes, subclasses and classes you guys need to work out for and also get developed for the later updates when they release the new command center for your hero base. They're going to be allowing you to obviously contain 5 heroes, and I believe they did release the pre-patch notes for this coming out, but they did not actually release it within the last update, probably because there was too much in there and the file was already like 1 gigabytes. So, it'd be good to see it coming soon, but it's not in the game yet. Now guys, as you can see, I have got my heavy base Kyle, and if you guys have played close attention to my hero squads, I have not had heavy base Kyle inside of my heroes, and that is because I have him in my collection book and I whipped him out. And guys, the only reason I've done that is because he is one of the best constructors in the game. And let's talk on that. Let's expand on this. He has a very offensive base, okay? He has something called Feel the Base, which generates energy, so like collects souls of dead enemies, of dead husks, and then once it's charged up enough, it releases an explosion that deals a lot of energy damage. He's also got Decoy, which is very good for base. He also has look at this, with his traps, he has decreases reload rate for all traps within the base range, so he can make all of the traps go ahead and work even faster. He's got fast build, he's got electrified floors, which damage enemies within the base, and he's also got turn up the base, which increases the damage of Feel the Base by 80%. So this guy is really, really strong. And now guys, I usually synergize him with Mega Base Kyle, but if you want to go ahead and do that, just whack on Feel the Base for your Mega Base Kyle. But Mega Base Kyle, I mainly stick him in my slot 1 for that 24% increase in build speed, just to make this synergy insane. And then run Ragnarok in my slot 2 for that extra decoy damage. That is my perfect loadout for a constructor, and that is what I guarantee you guys should be using when doing storm shields. Taking a look at my traps I've got right now, guys. I am working on currently my wall darts. They are very basic right now, but as you can tell, I've sorted all of the rolls out to be exactly what I want. You cannot change it from physical, but it has damage, reload speed, double damage, and durability. I've made it like this, guys, because of the heavy base Kyle has an even faster reload speed, and I want it to be much better than obviously what it is right now. I will be getting these little wall spikes up at some point, these floor spikes up as well to 130, just because the floor spikes are really good. I'm just going to go ahead and show comments real quick. Hey bro, thank you so much for joining the stream. But yeah, so that's pretty much all we're going to be doing for that. So the wall launcher and the wall darts is what I've done first. The rolls on this are terrible. Everything on here wants to be impacts and knockback and god rolls. Same with the wall darts. There's just a lot of grinding that I'm going to have to go ahead and do. We've also got our Krypton Sword, which are doing up just for another melee weapon to match us with our Walloper. But this one was my favourite melee weapon in the game, so might as well go ahead and do that one up. So, you guys, I've already explained to you guys what's good for Constructor. Now for Soldiers, depending on what you guys have in your hero slots, hopefully all of you by now should have an Urban Assault, thanks to the founder's gifts of giving you Urban Assaults, well, the Skull Ranger Ramirez. Alright, she's an Urban Assault hero. I'm pretty sure with exactly the same perks as every normal Urban Assault. Yes, she does. So, she is exactly the same as my 130 Skull Trooper. Yeah, exactly the same. So there you go. If you don't believe me, they're there side by side. This guy right here isn't the best hero in the game. He is a sports specialist, which is the worst soldier class. But obviously, if you guys need that extra reload speed as your slot 1, by all means go ahead and run that, because sometimes I run my 130 carbide for that extra reload. Grizzled Veteran as well for the Teddy duration and everything else if I'm running an Outlander, also known as when I go ahead and get my Pathfinder, my Bloodfinder up to 130. Then I've also got Archaeologist, who's another Pathfinder, who's also very good. So for Soldier class, you would want to run an Urban Assault with either another Urban Assault in your slot 1, or even a like Wukong, or yeah, Wukong or Master Grenadier, something like that with the extra assault damage. And then in your slot 2, you would want to run a hero like Special Forces with the Flashbang, or maybe, well, they're all the ones actually, the other heroes I've got in my collection book, or just even someone else in your slot 2, like maybe a health buff or like a shockwave buff, something else to buff out your extra speed, maybe an Outlander for that extra speed, or energy efficiency, whatever you guys really need for your second perk. Yeah, it's just really whatever you're looking for. But with Outlanders and things, if you're going for a farming Outlander, hit up on someone like Ragnarok or Striker AC, and in your slot 1 you might want to go with Archaeologist with that work, or maybe another Pathfinder, and then in your slot 2 you could go with like where we don't need roads, or you could go ahead and just stick in something else to increase your movement speed, or even plasma boots, or no, sorry, not plasma boots, that's for ninja, or Crystal Veteran or something else like that. Ninjas, I know we're really going to talk about ninjas, they're the worst class in the game, but Blade Summon Force has got a pretty good ability with its ability damage buff, so if you guys got him, go ahead and abuse that as well. So that's pretty much it with everything else. Obviously I have Machinist Thora right here, which probably, well, her perk 1 is just the buff on the trap damage. Obviously if you guys sorry, durability, if you guys need a higher durability on your traps, go ahead and run her, or even if you want to have a very good trap main, go ahead and main her up, or Machinist Harper, depending on what you guys are looking for, obviously. That's pretty much it for the heroes. Survivors, not really much to talk about, I've already gone over those in the past. Schematics, nothing really to talk about here, just obviously I'm collecting quite a few of old weapons. Speaking of the new weapons that should be dropping next week, hopefully the crossbow and a 6-shooter. I've been stuck with this thing for a very long time, and I'm not going to upgrade it. Still not going to upgrade it. It is a very OG crossbow. It's the first ever one that dropped into Save the World, and obviously into Battle Royale. It's the second one in Battle Royale, first one in Save the World. So hopefully they'll release that new flaming, because the schematic is on Soldier 1, so they should be dropping it into Save the World, surely. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really, guys. All I really want to go about is just don't fall for that scam that was on about the beginning of the video, and obviously with your hero slots, that's all I really wanted to cover. There is also a teammate boost for anyone here who wants to claim them, because I really don't play with that many people, so someone can come and join me and claim them, and I haven't really got many materials. Speaking of these new llamas, guys, actually I might as well cover these whilst we're going in and go over the weapons. I know I did go briefly over them before. The only weapon that pretty much anyone cares about, and the only weapon I really care about right now, is the Swan, and that is the weapon that I want right now. And I also want the 2-step, just because I do want a shotgun. Another one anyway. I have a Huskbuster and a Helium shotgun, so I haven't got that many shotguns. So it'd be nice to have another shotgun in the 106 party or 106s. We've got a Noble Launcher to 106, guys. Rolls getting good. We've increased the rolls on our Quad Launcher. Obviously our Krypton Sword, and that's pretty much it with the rolls. Obviously our Wall Darts are now 106, which is completely destroying my Sleek. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. There's nothing really else to cover here. Anyway, when there's some other news that comes out or anything else, I will see you guys in the next video. And obviously I'll go make some news on that one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Obviously add me all of my Epic games and stuff down there in my PSN. So make sure you guys add me on that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.